So you're telling me you would rather have the kids go to a zoo on the internet than one in real life?
Look at the positives, Amy. They can see what the dinosaurs were like. Do you see any at real-life zoos?
When I was younger, I didn't try many new things, so I want Leonard and Mary to enjoy what life has in store, even the things we may not like.
I'll think about it, okay, Amy, but I know for a fact I won't like it.
If you insist.
Good morning, Mom and Dad. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm just having coffee before work.
I remember the days where you thought coffee was a drug. Looking back, you've changed quite a lot, Sheldon.
Okay then. So Dad, can you please take us to the zoo when we are done with school today? I've done lots of research on the animals we might see, and I have some interesting things to tell you about.
I probably know everything you've learned already, so there is no point. But I'll let you ramble on out of curiosity.
Sheldon, how about this? If you go to the zoo, I'll go on a date with you on the Grand Canyon Railway.
Why, thank you, Amy. It's finally time I mark that off my bucket list.
When did you start a train bucket list?
I'm approaching my 50s, Amy. Can I maybe relax a little?
I swear back in the day I never expected myself dating such a calm and collected man.
Anyway, I'll call you later on. Goodbye, Amy.
I'm not letting you leave without a kiss, Sheldon.
You'll never forget that? You're lucky I'm so used to them now.
Come here.
Why do you have to do such inappropriate things in front of me?
Grow up.
You do realize my friends talk about Dad behind your backs?
I think we all realize that by now, Leonard.
He has his bathroom schedule on the fridge.
Just get your backpack. I'll take you to school. Where's your sister?
She's probably sleeping in again.
Dear goodness.
Okay, here are some ground rules. Don't wander off without me. Do not touch any of the animals. And do not talk to strangers.
You're probably stranger than all of them combined.
You may be smart, but you can be a bully sometimes. I'm somehow still obligated to love you either way.
Can we go to the aquarium first, Dad? It's my favorite part.
You know what? That is something I can get behind. It's mine, too. I remember the first time I went to the zoo. I was 4, and my pop had brought me on my birthday. I was mesmerized by all the different species of fish and aquatic life, and the fact they were all in this one place astounded me. It still does to this very day.
It amazes me too. Did you know that sea otters can live a normal life without leaving the ocean?
I learned that when I was 5. Actually, do you know that sea otters can eat up to 25% of their body weight a day?
Well, did you know that they have the densest fur compared to any other mammal on Earth?
Let's talk about that another time and just admire the sights.
Do they have a restaurant around here? I am kind of hungry, Dad.
I'm not sure about that, but I can assume that they would have some food for their guests.
I hope they have hot dogs.
Park food isn't the best. These people take better care of animals than people. This is one of the few places on Earth that this is the way it is. Usually it's the opposite, unless you're Al Gore.
Wasn't he murdered?
We don't talk about that.
Hey, Dad, look, flamingos.
Oh no.
Are you okay, Dad? You look like you had a brain freeze.
I avoid things like that, son. Anyway, what if they fly out of the exhibit?
That is factually and literally impossible, unless they've been training their whole life for it.
Can we go to the restaurant already? The longer we stay here, the more scared I get. And you know what happens when...
Let's go. Are you done puking your insides out, Dad?
I didn't puke my insides out. The food was undercooked. They didn't even bother to cut the hot dogs in my spaghetti.
You are the one who is supposed to cut the hot dogs. It's already weird when you make Mom do it. But these park employees don't care about your feelings.
I didn't tip them for a reason.
So, Dad, can we finally go and see the lion exhibit? This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Are you sure you know what happened with Harambe? Imagine the same thing with the lion.
What? The chances of that happening are 1 in 100,000. I did the math, I know I'm correct.
It's still a chance, but let's get this over with. You know you could have always gone on a trip here with your class or your mother.
Dad, I wanted to do this with you. We may not always get along and agree on things, but I wanted to spend time with you. Is that too hard to ask?
We were doing an experiment with your Uncle Leonard at the university last week. You said that you would be grateful until the end of time if I let you in.
What about the simple things in life? We may not be the definition of a normal family, but in this case, the facts don't matter. I wanted to spend time with you doing something that isn't science-related for once.
You know what? I think I understand. I'm sorry, Leonard.
Thank you, Dad. This means a lot more to me than you think.
Now let's go and see those lions, Leonard. Wait, where are the lions? The map on my phone led me here, but the exhibit is empty.
Hey, Dad, can you do me a favor? Don't look behind you.
Why not?
Dad.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Is this just one of your classic pranks, son? It must be new. I never taught you this.
Uh-oh.
I had a horrible nightmare. The lions had escaped from their exhibit, and one snuck up behind me and ate me.
Are you still worried about the zoo tomorrow? You will be fine, I promise.
Okay, if you say so, Amy, but if you're wrong, I'm sleeping at Leonard and Penny's again.
If you say so, Sheldon, I love you. Try to get some sleep.
Good night, Amy.